Hello YouTubers, this is a comparative review of Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions for the Sony PlayStation Portable. The game costs $10 on the PlayStation Network, but so is the original version, which is also playable on a PSP, PS3, and PS Vita. This video will hopefully help you decide which version of the game to purchase, which you should definitely do since, if you've seen my review of the original, you know this is, in my opinion, one of the best games of all time. The biggest difference between the two versions is the translation. Unfortunately, this is both a good and bad thing. Take a look at this scene. On the right is the original PlayStation version, and on the left is the PSP version. The retranslation fleshes out a lot of the script and gives more dramatic flair to the text as the characters speak a sort of Old English manner, but at the same time, a majority of the characters have revised names, as do many of the skills and abilities. If you've never played Final Fantasy Tactics, well, shame on you, but these differences won't really matter, and you'd be better off playing the newer version. As you can also see, the graphics on the PSP version are smoother and in widescreen, but the text and portrait boxes look a little squished as if they weren't properly converted to the widescreen format. The PSP version also has some added content in the way of two new jobs, the Onion and Dark Knights, as well as two special characters, Balthier from Final Fantasy XII and Luso from Final Fantasy Tactics A2 Grimoire of the Rift. It also has two multiplayer modes, a co-op and a competitive. The multiplayer features are a wonderful addition if you have friends to play with. I know back in the PlayStation days, me and my buddies always wanted to try and take each other out with our own teams, so that's a huge bonus in my opinion. Finally, the last big addition to the game are the animated cutscenes used to portray more important scenes. These are incredibly well done and definitely add to the charm of the game. The title isn't without flaws, however, the biggest flaw being an incredibly annoying framerate drop during nearly all skills and spells. Take a look. On the left is the PSP version and on the right is the original. Coming from having played the original, the slowdown is extremely annoying, but I suppose again if you've never played the original you probably wouldn't notice or care about it at all that much, but it bugs the hell out of me. Overall, I'd have to say that this re-release of the game is pretty good. Fans of the original like myself will of course have our gripes with some of the changes, but that's inevitable in nearly any re-release of any product. I would definitely recommend this version to anyone who has not already played the game, and to those that have, I'd say pick it up just for the nostalgia and new content.